Hi there, it's Mrs. Flynn, and I have a guest with me today, a surprise guest.
Yeah, it's Bella from Instrumental.
All right, and she's going to work through the absolute value function with us. So we're going to start off today with a warm-up. What I would like you to do is actively engage in this video. So that means press pause, try to solve the problems, then press play again, check to see if you have it correct. I'm going to start off by first doing one with you. So if we're going to find the x and the y-intercepts of the following functions, well, this one is already in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. Bella, do you know what the y-intercept would be?
The y-intercept would be -12, because if x is 0, y would be -12.
Yeah. So we could write that coordinate point. I would be okay if you left it as b equals -12, or we could write it as 0, comma, -12. Now, to find your x-intercept, we kind of do the opposite. We set y equal to 0. So now we have 0 equals 2/5 x minus 12. And to get x by itself?
You add 12 to both sides.
Great. So now I have 12 equals 2/5 x. And now to get rid of that divide 5, I'm just going to go ahead and multiply both sides by 5. So this cancels out with this one. And now 5 times 12, you can use your calculator here, but that is 60 equals 2x. And now we just divide by 2. So 30 is x. And if you wrote that as a coordinate point, our x-intercept would be 30, comma, 0. So go ahead and press pause and try the next one yourself, and we'll work through it here on the paper when you come back. All right, I hope you had a chance to try it. Let's see if x is 0. Let's solve for y. I'll go ahead and substitute that in. Bella, what would we do next?
Well, because x is 0, and 8 divided by 3 times 1 is just 8 divided by 3.
So we could write it as 8 divided by 3 times 1, and then you even said that's just 8 divided by 3. And if I'm solving for y, I can add 4 to both sides. And now I have y equals, and if you use your calculator, that's okay. Or we can get common denominators, because this is the same thing as
12 over 3.
And 8 over 3 plus 12 over 3 is
20 over 3.
All right, so that coordinate point would be 0, comma, 20 over 3. And then to find the y-intercept, we set, I just found the y-intercept, didn't I? So now I want to find the x-intercept. So now we set y equal to 0. So 0 minus 4 equals 8/3 x plus 1. Oh, this is tricky. So now I have -4. And we did this before about clearing fractions. We can clear fractions if we multiply by what's in the denominator on both sides. So we can multiply this whole side by 3 and multiply this whole side by 3. So now these are gone, and I'm left with -12 equals 8 times x plus 1. And now to get rid of that 8 in front,
You divide both sides.
well, I'm going to distribute.
Oh, okay.
But we could have. You're right. That's another way we could do it.
Distribute the 8, so it's 8x plus 8.
Then minus 8 here, minus 8 here. So I have -20 equals 8x divided by 8. So now I have the coordinate point -20 over 8, comma, 0. Or you could simplify that too. If we simplified it, it would be divide by 4. So 5/2, 0. I'll take either answer there. So there's one, there's the other. Go ahead and press pause and try the next one. We're going to erase a little bit here and try over. All right, what do you want to start with, Bella?
Let's start by finding x.
X-intercept. To find the x-intercept, I set y equal to 0. So now we're working on this equation. I have 7x minus 6 times 0 equals 21. So 7x
Equals.
We could have skipped that step, right, and just wrote 7x equals 21. Divide by 7. X is 3. So now I have the coordinate point 3, 0. Then let's go ahead and set x equal to 0 and solve. So I have 7 times 0 minus 6y equals 21. So 0 minus 6y equals 21, which is just negative 6y. This is kind of like the cover method that we did in class. And we can leave y as negative 21 over 6. So that coordinate point is 0, negative 21 over 6.
Or negative 7 over 2.
Oh, good. You simplified it. So 0, oops, 0. Negative 7 over 2. All right.